Good morning. Hi, Kim Marie. Wow, I have just had a wild trip. Good morning, Renee. I'm sorry about all this, girls. I couldn't keep my phone up on my stand. It kept popping off. So it was, well, I got a little worried about my phone, number one, and then didn't know what I was going to do if the stand didn't work. All right, good. And then I was buffering so bad, I thought, well, maybe because I was not, I was watching the stream when I commented. It was, yeah, it was wild. All the buffering was wild. So I thought, well, maybe I just better start this over. So I hope it's better. And I had a request last night to make the clear napkins. So that's what we're going to play with today is napkins and pockets. And I don't know, we might find some other things to do. I still would like to make, I found some Christmas paper and I still would like to make a Christmas design. And so we might get that done too. Hi, Elaine. How are you, honey? Hi, Jan. We are storming here, so I don't know how long it'll last. We're gonna give it a good shot anyway, because it is storming bad. Hi, Stacy. Oh, really? Let me get out some pieces of plastic here and maybe open them up where I can put my napkins down on them. Yes, it has rained here, and I cannot complain about the rain, girls. It's been so dry that this is a blessing. It's a blessing. So, you know, you guys have had a lot of it, but I haven't had hardly anything. We are so dry here that my fields were dead. My trees were dying. It has been that dry. And so I hope that works. It's got a line in it, and I don't know about that ridge. Maybe turn it over. Yeah. Well, there's no wind here, but I hear thunder and lightning in the distance. So I'm sure that we're in for another round, but that's all right. Like I said, we need it. As long as we don't have any bad storms, I'm okay with that. Thunderstorms I can handle, but. And my Tom's sleeping in this morning. I don't mind a good storm. You know, the thunder and lightning really doesn't bother me as long as it's not right on top of me. You know, we've been hit by lightning several times here, so not that I like it. It's just I like to watch it when it's not coming down. Hey, Gail, there you are. Good morning, good morning. Girls, I have some pretty napkins. You know, Katrine sent me napkins. And I thought I would start with this one to do clear. It's just so pretty. 4 egg baskets. And I don't know how they'll go in the in a window pocket or something like that, but it really doesn't matter. Because I like it. I used to have a little basket that looked a lot like that I gathered eggs in. So I'm just cutting them up right now. Just cutting them up in quarters. I'm not going to try to do a great big one. I don't have the mat for it. So I'm just going to do these in pieces. And so just keep on chatting, and then we'll try to turn this down. I'm so afraid to move that thing. You would not believe. And girls, did you all, and I'm asking this just out of curiosity, did you all see Stacy's public announcement this morning? Decoupage your back. I could, honey. I don't know how long it'd say, but I could. I can put a tattoo on it. You silly thing. Yes, I could, Gail. She's right. She's right. It's time for this to stop. For all this to stop. It's hurting so many people. And I'm with her. I'm standing behind her 100%. It's crazy. And so I was just wondering if you all had seen it, because she's right. There's been too many hurts and too much drama, and I don't understand the drama. This is a crafting community. It's a fun place. It's not, it doesn't have to be drama. Good Lord, we're not doing anything that serious. This is not life or death right here. This is, yes, I'm kind of like Stacy. I would like to think that maybe at some point I could make a living at it. I doubt it. But as an add to, or whatever, which is what she sees, what she's doing. It's an add to. It's not her living. You can't make a living on YouTube. You can't make a living on YouTube. You can just add to maybe what you're doing. But it was a good one. It went on quite a long time, but it got personal for her, and she was not even involved. And this is the thing, is it just goes around in a circle, and it creates havoc for people who don't even know what the hell is going on. It's just crazy. So anyway, I just wondered, and I'm not going to say any more about it. I just was wondering if you had. And if you haven't, go watch it. Go watch it. So how is everybody this morning? Because I am doing so good. Gail. Oh, honey. I have been talking to several people about our day-long marathon crafting thing that I have planned, and I'm hoping that it happens, and maybe soon. Yes, sometimes you have to do that. And sometimes you have to do that. It's just, I don't know. Girls, I'm 65 and I don't need that. This is the thing. I'm 65 and I've got enough drama without YouTube in it. I came here because this is my happy place. And that's how I want to keep it. That's how I want to keep it. I want to have fun with you girls. I want to play and craft and do and make books and be happy. Day-long craftathon. I am hoping that we can get several in. Sean has already said that he would love to do it. And Spanky and Squirrel has already said they would love to do it. We haven't picked out a date. We haven't really come up with a how-to yet. And I thought I would ask PJ and Carrie to be in it with us, and maybe Melissa and Wendy, not Wendy, Misty has said that she would love to do something like that. So, we've got some crafters that have all said that they would love to do it. But now that doesn't mean that we're going to get it done. But we're trying, or I'm trying. Um, I want Sean to be able to show you his spray painting and how he does it. Um, and have fun with that. I want to do some jelly plating again. Spanky and Squirrel, I don't know what they're planning, but they could do, they're amazing. They can paint, they can do pours, Spanky is really crafty, and I love to watch her. Melissa can do the jewelry making, she can do creeples, she can do whatever. She's amazing too. And Carrie and PJ, you know, did you see her pour that she did the other night after the live when things didn't work out? It was amazing. So I don't know if what we'll get done or how or who yet, but I'm working on it. So watch for it because it's going to happen. I think it's going to happen. And I'm so excited. I am so excited. And I mentioned some of those Epiphany Craft studios. I will just tell you who PJ and Carrie are in case you haven't watched them. I mentioned them. I haven't even talked to them yet. So this is, this, and I haven't talked to Melissa yet. And I do want to, because I think it would be great to get us all together and just have fun. Oh my gosh, can you imagine? And I don't care how many. I don't know if there's a limit on hangouts on who you can put in. I think you just have to invite them in. And so there could be a lot popping in. And I'm waiting for Lori this morning, Lori McGarity. I haven't seen her come in yet. And I may be, yeah, and maybe Lizzie too. Yes, yes. And Dai Dai. Because if we go all day, we can bring Dai Dai in the afternoon maybe. When things are, when she's up. And I would love that. Yeah. Okay. I'm not either. I'm never sure about this time change. So I am so excited, even if it's just Spanky and Squirrel and me and Sean. I think it would be a loads of fun. And we've just got a small window of summer left, and I want to be able to get it in here and get be able for Sean to be able to go outside and do his spray painting, because girls, if you haven't really seen his spray painting, oh my God, he is amazing. He's good at the jelly plate too. Now, we didn't have some results like Spanky and Squirrel had been getting, but he is amazing. And so anyway, and we had a blast. He's got a new job. So, and if you've not seen him paint, it is amazing what he can do with those spray cans. So, yeah. Well, we're going to have to wait a while because I haven't got it started. I'd like to do it on my birthday, which would be fun. That's October, so it would definitely be fall then. Anyway, there was something else that I was going to say. Okay. Oh, I know. I remember now. I had to stop and think for a minute. Remember the 20th at 2:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is Cara Hart's auction. And we need to turn out and support her. She has worked hard at this during a stressful time for her with family problems and things too. Her husband is going into surgery the next day. So we really need to turn out and see if we can support her and give her our love and our outpouring, and spread the word. Spread the word, girls, because she needs the advertisement. So if you share it on your Facebook page, if you would, and share it around. And hi, Dorinda and Judy, and make sure you share it with everybody. She really needs our help and our outpouring and our love and our attendance. And even if you can't afford to buy, a number is a number, and it might help the bidding. Um, she's awesome. She is awesome. I'm very excited for her auction. I've seen some of the things, and there's some that I would even like to buy. I don't know if I'll be able to, but there is some things that I would like to buy. Um, Cheryl, your journal is ready to go, honey. PM me after the live stream if you're in here, and if not, I will ask that again later. I have also got to send my flocker um, book, the book, the not the flocker book, the art bar book. It's past time to send it, and but Tina had been on vacation, and so I've just now got it out, and I don't know what it's going to cost to mail, and I'm kind of scared. But it's not as big as hers was, so I think I can put it in an envelope and maybe make it go. Um, I put a tassel on it last night, and girls, I'm not sure I didn't put her tassel on it and to send it back. So she may be getting her own tassel back. I don't know. I didn't worry about it too bad. I had it here and it was pretty, and I thought, why not? And I don't need a tassel on her book on my shelf. And if she doesn't need this one, if she wants to use it again, it's just tied on. I didn't try to stick it on. I didn't make a brad because my seams are just barely holding on this book. By the time it gets to her, they may be everyone busted loose. And I can't guarantee they won't be, because I just thumbed through it last night and it was a mess. And then I did get Brenda's P's flocker stuff, and she sent me some pretties to work with. Look at this background. Isn't that pretty? And it's already folded like a flip out. So it's really pretty. And it's good feeling. It's like wallpaper. And then along with it, she sent mermaids and seahorses and pretty sea green paper and some tags with some jewelry already on them and some anchors and then a bag of bling. So this is going to be fun. And so that's coming up to do real quick. I'm telling you, and last night, kids, I went through my paper and I done some cleaning. I worked till almost 10:30 last night. I threw out 2 bags of trash. Now, I'm not talking about paper I could keep and use. I'm talking about edges, and I cut things down and put them away. My pictures, my pockets, my things and that I had in big sheets. And oh, wow, Elaine. Goodbye, honey. You sleep well. I forget the time difference. And here I've wasted 19 minutes chatting. But anyway, I went through everything. But I've lost an item, and I was hunting it, and I thought, this paper is just out of hand. So I went through it, and it was amazing the amount of cardstock I found in it that, would make some beautiful items. And we might actually make some cards since the holidays are coming up. I don't know if you guys like to make your own cards or not, but we might do that. But right now, is Lori, are you here yet? Lori. I don't think she's come in yet, but she's in California, so I'm a little early for her yet. So I was kind of waiting for her to get here, but I'd really like to get started. I'm going to wait on the napkins because she really wants to know how to do the napkins. And I'm going to show you again some pockets. And I know I've showed you these a couple of times, but she wanted me to show the 5-pocket sack, the brown bag. Yeah, brown bag. Can be decorated bags or whatever. But I'm going to show you those again. And we might even decorate one just so I can have it here. Have it put away. It's an awesome tutorial, and it doesn't take long to make them. And so if you haven't seen it, I really, really liked it. So I'm going to get over here and get me a sack out. And, oh my gosh, we might as well make. I'm going to have to go buy some new sacks. I'm about out. And I just buy these at the Dollar Tree. Just little gift bags. And they're, there's so much stuff at the Dollar Tree that you can get to craft with, even if it's not in the crafting supplies. The bag I used yesterday to art with, or to make. Good morning. How are you, sweetheart? Misty is in the house. Face is here. Hi, honey. How are you doing today? And I'm talking to Face. Oh, honey. I'm so glad to see you. Misty, I'm so glad to see you. You're so fun. I love you. Oh, your nickname is Face. I thought you was talking about your man. Darn it, because you said he was going to be watching. I love seeing you both. Okay, girls. Here's my bag. I just had a voicemail, and I hope it wasn't anything important. I do have to call Social Security this morning, or this later today. And these pockets are so easy. Oh, okay, Gail. Gotcha, honey. They are so easy. It is so simple to do. You fold this top down. And I'm not even going to turn it down. I'm just going to show you like this, because I got. Okay. Are we back without buffering? I'm sorry, girls. That was a call from my doctor's office, and I had to take it right as my live went down. I had to take it, and I see I've lost some people, and I'm so sorry about that. But it was the results on my test, so I went ahead and took it because they're only open till noon today. So I was afraid I wouldn't get back in touch with them. I was slightly elevated. Are we still going round and round and round? It was not bad. I was up about 0.4 on my, I can see that I'm not clear. Yes, I'm back, honey. That was my doctor's office, and it came through, and I'm surprised because I have my notifications are blocked, and it's not supposed to. But anyway, the doctor's office, and I knew the number, so I went ahead and took it when my live was down, and so it took a little extra longer time for me to get this resumed. But it was just the results on my blood test, and so it was good. I'm still at 6.4. I was at 6 last time, but through all the stress and all the problems that I've had, I'm pleased with that. Good morning, Tom. Tom's knocking on the. What are you? Oh no. Girls, excuse me for a minute. Did you get a boob shot there? Tom was showing me that the cat had been up here, and it's not good. And it's not good. So I've got to clean up a mess. Darn it, quit fussing out. So Tom is here. I'm going to let him sit down and talk to you a minute while I get the trash can and the soap and the stuff and clean up. Tom, sit down over there and talk to him. Say hi to the girls. Yeah, it is, Tom. Let's not talk about it anymore now. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough talk about it. But I can tell you he needed it. Oh, shoot, it's not bad. It's not bad, Tom. Okay. Did you say hi? Don't just look at them. Look in that camera and say, hello, girls.
Hello, girls.
Oh. Okay. Put that trash when you go down. Okay. You're not talking. I know they're saying hi, Tom.
Hello, girls.
There's Gail and Sybil, and I don't know how many others been saying hi to you, and you said it twice now. Smile at them. Show them that pretty side. You winked at them. That's my big boy. Girls, they brought this eye right back into line this time with the glasses they're giving him. It was awesome.
When should I push to come out there once more?
Huh? Pretty soon.
Pretty soon.
Yeah. Okay. Hop up. Good morning. Get up here and give him my big hug. Don't moan, he's pulling me down. Oh, look. Okay. Ooh, you're hot. You may want to turn the air up downstairs. All right. Got problem averted. We got that done. Oh, man. I'm telling you. That cat, this upstairs is just off limits for that cat. I had this rented out one time, the top of my house, and they had a cat. So every time my cat now comes up here, he makes a mess. And I have shampooed, I have cleaned, I have done everything I can think of to do, and that cat can still smell the other cat. And then he makes messes. So every time he comes upstairs, I run him off. I was just like, no, you don't belong upstairs.
Mama, you say I was supposed to get my other ones pretty soon, Mama.
You do. It's not going to be long at all. Okay, girls, I'm washing some of the glitter up off of my table that I still have from using that gold the other day. Lord, I had fun with that. Now, back to my pocket tutorial. Okay, you just fold the top down. Just fold it down. Yes, I had some pretty glitter going on, Gail. You should have been here. I was golden everything. And then you take your scissors and you just cut right along that fold, just like that. And then you're going to take this piece that you cut off, and you're going to put it at the bottom on the back side. This is going to be our front. You're going to put it right here. And all I do is I take my stapler and I staple it on. Just like that. Now I have a tuck here. I have to put some washi tape Yes, it's a colored bag. Colored paper bag. Am I buffering on it? But anyway, I take some washi tape. I hope not. Because I picked that one out because it was so pretty. And I put some washi tape on the back. Or I staple it. Depends on how far down I go. I'm going to put this tape on it real quick, and then I'll show you that. Okay. I just put a strip across it, and that seals up the top pockets. Now, you can staple this all along here and just make this a short tuck, or you can come down farther. And, oh, hi, Gloria, and I'm glad that you're here. Thank you, hon. So this is a pocket that Michelle Scott does. And this is 1. Here is 2. Behind that is 3. Here is 4. And behind that is 5. So you have a 5 pocket tuck with 1 cut. And when you lay this down on a page and glue it on, you have the most awesome. You can bling it up. You can, and we'll just do that. I'll just turn it down, and we're going to put this on a page like I'd put it in a book. I have some journaling paper, or some paper right here that I had folded already. So we're just going to make I think this is, yeah, let's see.
Well, I'm getting my eyeglasses pretty soon, Mama.
There's here's Tiana. I haven't done her yet. We will put this in the journal pocket for my granddaughter. So I have a pocket already, or a page already made. And I know why I didn't use this one, because I got the crown upside down on it. So anyway, I'm going to put the screen down now. And girls, my stand is broke. So I hope you can see this, because that's just about as far as I'm going to be able to get it down. And so anyway, we're going to put this right on this page. I hope you can see me. I'm going to clear it up a little bit. I'm going to take my glue. This one over here.
So I'm going to get my eyeglasses pretty soon, Mama.
Yes. Quit fuzzing. Am I buffering real bad, girls? Because I'm sure fuzzing out. See, this is what happens when I can't get my hands in the view. Okay, this is my back side that's got the washi tape on it. And first thing I'm going to do is lift it up, and I'm going to put some glue right here. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Mom, I just say I was going to get my eyeglasses.
I hope that it clears up. This is on the inside of the two pieces. I'm just putting some glue right on the edges and setting it down. Tommy, it's not going to be long. No. It's not going to be long. You need to.
Be a long time.
No, it's not. Okay, and now we're going to put some glue here along the outside edges of the back side. And since I've got so much room, I didn't even worry about getting that. Oh, good. I'm glad, Gloria. Okay. Now I'm going to set that down. And I'm going to go ahead and decorate this, because if it is pretty, it's little bows. I don't think I have that straight on there. Let me move that around just a little bit. And see if I can make it a little straighter. That looks a little better. Okay, that's basically all there is to this pocket. Is just gluing this edge here Stapling this one, gluing this one, and making sure your bottom is secured. And you don't even have to glue, put the tape on that. What, honey?
See, you won't be long until I get my eyeglasses.
It won't be long at all. And for those of you new to my channel, honey, this is my son Tom, and he often comes up in the morning and talks to me a little while. So, yes, go get your bags and work with this together, because this is a really cool pocket. And I'm going to find some embellishments that we can put on that, and we'll just make it a really pretty pocket, because I will use this. Have one laying right here. Look at that. Pretty. Yes, it's a strong pocket. It's a good pocket. You can do so much with them. You can just...
Working on my glasses now, Mom.
Yes, they're working on them now, honey. Let me see. I've cut a bunch of stuff last night. Let me see what I've done with all of it. And we'll put some pretties in it. There's one. And there's one of my birds. And I have some tall pockets here. Now I don't know if I'll leave these in there, but I have these, so I'm gonna use them as a display. They may be a little big for it in this. And let's see, we could use that one. And we could use that one. And then I need a little something for the pocket. Can you hear me talking to myself? I need a little something for the pocket. So I'm trying to find one of the little things I cut off last night and put in here, besides my images. And I want a tuck spot found. So, what did I do with them? Must have took them up higher. Well, okay, see, this is what you get for thinking you've got it organized. All right, now, are you back, Kimmery? Hi, Kathleen. I found some goodies to put on this, so we're going to make this bag pretty now, because it's really... Hi, Mary Jane. It's really simple to do. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put this little cluster on it. She can't find her bags. Uh-oh. Okay. Just a lunch bag or any kind of bag. You can make, even with a flat bag, you could make a 4-pocket bag. So if you have some flat, without the flap bags, you can do that. Well, get a plastic bag, Gail, and let's try this. We're gonna be doing some napkins on plastic bags, so you can do that. Yay! Okay, do you need me to start over? Kimmery, you want me to start over, or do you think you remember the first steps? I know how you feel. I can't find anything, especially if I clean. Okay. All right. Well, we've got it glued down. You got yours glued down then? Okay. I'm going to put this on. This is the top with the butterfly. And isn't that pretty? It's a beautiful little cluster with scent. I'm going to put just around this back side, right like this. I'm just going to use it right there. Make a C on the back of it, which leaves a little spot that can be used. And I'm going to hold that down just for a minute because I want to slide a piece under it. So I'm leaving a little piece open there. And I really didn't get what I wanted to slide under it. Now this, girls, while this is drying a little bit, this is what we're going to be making today. These are my napkins, or not my napkins. Actually, I found this on a tutorial from either Gail Agostinelli or Aristi. And they're beautiful. They're beautiful when done. And I just made this one into a little picture frame. And good morning, Cheryl. And they are so pretty when they are cut up. And I love the small images. Hello, Ray. How are you? So anyway, that is what we're going to be doing in just a little bit. So we've got this all down now. And I'm going to fluff up my butterfly again because I've pressed him down a little. But he doesn't need a whole lot. Now I have some little tiny postcards that have been just dropped down to a miniature size like this. And I'm going to tuck that right on the side. Just like that. Just put it in that little tuck spot. So that's the bottom of our arrangement. And you can add more. You can add more to that. I'm going to take this pretty image and I'm going to put it right here in this tuck spot. And I'm going to decorate my pocket with it just a little bit. I've got it. This goes edge to edge here. And actually, I think he might look better that way. No, well, he would look better if I had him on the branch instead of sideways. So here's my next thing. Now behind him, I'm going to put this image, which will show through and has a little tab. Okay? So I'm going to show you how many things that you could put in this. And over on this side, you can put another one because there is plenty of room in that big pocket to do that. Now, I haven't even started on the bag. That was just under my tuck. So now in the bag, I'm going to put this image. And look how much bigger it is. And I'm going to slip her in the bag with the lace and all because these, look how big they come out open. So she'll go in there, lace and all. Now, she's got a rose on her. That might not work, though. No, that rose is not going to work. Okay, so we'll get a different one. I've got another one laid out. We're going to put this one in. And let me get a couple more of them. Here we go. Oh, here's another pretty little rose that would go under. Let's see. Okay, we can put this tag in with it because this will hold many tags back here. This is just, and you don't have to put all these in. I won't leave all these in. I'm just showing you what it will do and what you can do with it. Now, this is the next one. Now, we have all this in the tuck. Come on, clear up. So if you don't want to put a lot of embellishments anywhere else, you can put this pocket at the start of your book and put all of your Okay, clear up. Okay, all of your embellishments in one pocket and then go on, and they've got all this goodness that they can play with where they want it. So anyway, I've got 3 tags in this pocket. Now we're going to put some tags, and these are going to be too big for my page, but I'm going to put them in this pocket right here, and I'm going to show you how they'll hold. Now I'm going to turn this one upside down to put in there because she's pretty, and you know, we got to have a little more. So you can just fill that bag full. You see that? How much is in that bag? These will work to send, my little tag come out. These will work to send in flocker mail, happy mail, you know, just wherever you want to put it. I'm going to take this one out, and I'm going to add a rose behind our bird. Take this one out, and I'm going to simplify this now just a little bit for a page, because you can send it like this and send all your happy mail in one pocket. What? Bixby, what are you doing? Bixby just came on in the middle of my stream. Go figure. So anyway, I'm going to streamline this so that we can get it in there. Bixby needs to go. He needs to go. I don't like Bixby. I do not like Bixby. Now, I've got 3 tags in this here. And I'm streamlining this now for using in the journal instead of... and then I've got this pretty tag here that has lots of different textures. And I'm going to put that in the back. What is the deal? It came on again. So I'm sorry about my Bixby, but that woman is driving me crazy. She's driving me crazy. So anyway, here we've got 3 tags here. We've got this window image, which can be placed down on any book page. We've got a rose tag behind that. You can put as many as you want of those little things in the front. We have 3 tags behind, and we have 2 tags, or one big tag in the back pocket, and it could actually hold another one because they still open out almost full size. So if you want to send happy mail, this is a nice way to organize your happy mail. You can do this and then put it in an envelope. Lori, yes, good morning. Oh, I'm so glad to see you, honey. I was doing the pocket, and I will do another one for you because I know you've missed it and you wanted to see them. But here's my first one that I made, and they are so simple. So I will just use this page right over here, and we'll just make another one. Okay, girls, Lori was the one that requested this. And yes, this would be an awesome way to send happy mail. I think Lori, and well, in fact, you got this, didn't you, from me in the Flocker Swap? Isn't this the pocket that you got in the Flocker Swap? A lot like that. So all you have to do, Lori, is you fold your bag down about halfway, and just crease it a little bit. Take your scissors and cut off where you folded it. So this is your 2 main pieces now of your pocket. So I turn the edge up here, the regular edge, and I come down to about the crease because I like the extra length. I come down to about the crease on what would be considered the front side of the bag, and I'm fuzzed again because it doesn't like this color. This is the front of your object. So you want to do everything on this side and keep this because that's one of your tuck pockets. And you want to make sure that you have your bag turned the right way. No, it's just one bag cut in two, one lunch bag or party bag or whatever. And then what I do, and I don't know if I did it on yours, I may have glued yours. But now what I have found is that you can just go in here, if you don't mind stapling, and I don't mind the staples. I really don't. I staple it right there on the back. And I staple it over here. I'm going to do it from this side so the staple is out. Okay. I just put 2 staples in it. That makes my tuck. Now you can cover these with washi tape if you want to. I will this time. I didn't do it on this one. You can put a little washi tape right down the side and you can cover up those if you don't like those. You can cover them up. And excuse me just a minute. I need to go check on Tom. Tommy? 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 Are you okay? Okay. Pretty soon. Okay, I'm back, girls. Sorry about that. I heard him coughing. And a lot of times he coughs after a seizure. So I'm sorry that I had to take off running. I will be a little bit out of breath now because I went down the stairs and back up the stairs. And yeah, and mine are steep. So anyway, this is the start of your pocket, Lori. And others that are just coming in. This is a tuck spot. Okay. And then you have a pocket here, a pocket here, a pocket here, and a pocket back behind, depending on the way you do it. And what I do then is I lift up this. Oh, thank you, honey. He is the most important thing in my life. But he leaves me out of breath sometimes. So what I do is I take, he's fine, honey. He's fine. He just was coughing. And, okay. Let me just take a minute to get my breath back. That scared me. He has not had a seizure in over a month. Clear up. Clear up, clear up. And I'm afraid to move my camera. Yeah, my inhaler would help. It scared me, so. No, you're fine, Tommy. I was just checking on you, baby. I was just checking on you. Pretty soon you will. He is so excited about those glasses. Okay, now we're gonna this. I did this one kind of vintage. So Lori, on this one, I'm gonna do it a little newer style and put some other things in it. We're not gonna go so vintage. I don't know if you like vintage real well or not, but I'm gonna show you the difference in what you can do with them and how you can change them up. So now we've got our pocket made. then the first thing you do is you want to come underneath here, and you don't have to go all the way down unless you just want to, but I don't. I just go, you know, just as far as it'll bend back, and put a little glue right here to hold your top pocket, and then press it down. The meds are working really well. And then you want to just put it on like you normally do. And the last time now, I put a little washi tape where this is separate right here. But you really don't have to, because once you glue it on the page, that just gives you extra length for your tags that you put in that top pocket. So I'm going to leave it open this time. Last time I put washi tape over it. So I'm just telling you that, Lori, in case you want to do that. Just a little washi right here. But it makes a shorter pocket. So now I'm going to turn this over. Put it down on our book. And I'm not worried about these being on here, girls, because I can cut them off and still use them. And that's a nice thing about sending them too. You know, they can move them. You can cut the back off of this. It's just a little bit of glue holding it down. So you can just go in and cut close to it and take that little strip off, or leave that little strip on, and it's just going to give it more strength. So this time, I'm going to dress this up a little more modern. And I was sent this lei. That's the tag on it. I was sent this lei in the mail. And look at those pretty colors. This was sent to me from Denmark, actually, from Katrine. And she works with them a lot. Okay, I'm going to cut it right here. And I'm going to strip some of the flowers off where I can get them. And isn't that a pretty color on that? And there's a little yellow, and there's some white, and I'd like to have one green one down under there. So we're going to just take these, and I'm going to have to get a hot glue gun for this, because I don't want to use that glue all over it. It's up to you girls how you want to do it, but I prefer my hot glue gun because you can do just a little bead. And I'm going to reach around Jen's here and plug it in because it's behind my camera. And I have this owl, and he is a sticker. And I just think that I will pull this back sheet off right here. And I'm going to leave that on the very top of this, like that, so he doesn't stick to the pages. And then I'm just going to go around him. I need to get my other scissors out. I've got some little cutting scissors that would take that off a little better, but I'm doing this kind of in a little rush. Not much. I got a lot of stuff I want to get to. Come on, clear up, because I want you to be able to see it down here, not up here. Come on, girl. Come on, camera. Do something. It almost did. It's trying. Okay. Let's see. Now, let me get this turned on because I forgot what I was doing. So, I have the owl there, and let's see. I think that I want to put something right here. Just because. So, I think that right here on this one, which will probably be, covered up a little bit. What does that say? In the beginning is what it says, which is cool. I'm going to put that right here at the top of this of this pocket. Okay, now that's, other than the flowers, that's all the decorations my pocket's going to get. But I'm going to put these flowers on when my glue gun heats up. Now let me see if I can't find some new pictures for it. A little different stuff. Yeah, pretty. Here's a little file folder. Let's see. There's a pretty paper. And here's a couple of postcards. We're going to fill this up with some stuff. All right. Don't think my glue gun is probably ready to go yet, but we're going to try it. Hopefully it might. Nope, it's going to take just a few minutes more. But we're going to go ahead and fix the pockets. Okay. Here's a little piece with the irises that I have. And I'm going to stick that right back in here. Nope, I'm going to go back a little farther. I'm going to go into that pocket. Here's a little file folder. I'm going to tuck right in here. And then in that file folder, let's see. I am going to put this little sticker that says grow. So that's something that we can send off, you know, to someone, and they can enjoy the file folder and the little tag. And then we've got, of course, this leaf underneath here, and we've got the owl. And then I have 2 postcards, and I can put one of them back here in this pocket, and I can put the other one in with it. And then let's see, we're going to take this long one because now I've made this pocket long. Now it's going to come off the page, so understand that, but I'm going to show you how long you can put in the back. This would go down in like that. And I still have room for 2 more tags. And I don't have any more new things out. Well, here's a piece of pretty paper. And it can go in that pocket. And now we have that pocket. Look how full. And it's in a whole different style of what this one is. And then we have, did I miss someone coming in? Yes, you can use it for long tags, but it doesn't have to be. This is not a great long tag, but it is still, you know, it's still just as pretty. And you can see the difference in the lengths. But if I had moved this all the way down to this would not be hanging off. Yeah, you can put a lot in it and lay it flat. And yet you've sent as much stuff as you would have in a regular thing, and it keeps it organized. Now my glue gun should be about ready to go. I'm going to put the green one down. And then I'm going to put the yellow one, I think. That yellowish green. There's a couple of them, so that'll be fluffy. I'm going to put those down and hold them. And then I'm going to put a white down. And I'm going to hold that in the center. And then I'm going to put an orange or a coral right in the middle of that one. And I've got a couple that I didn't need. And then in the center of that, let's see, I've got some
Well, my thing down just pulled up. Go feed, Mona.
I've got some little jewels here somewhere, right in here. do have,
Mama,
I
said
believe
Jill
they're
just
in
pulled
here.
up to go feed.
Okay. Let's see, we'll get one of these little rose ones and use one of those in the center of it. Just because I can't find the others real quick. Oops. Go on. No, I think I'll use a square gem. Okay. I think I'll use a square one. Okay. So I'm going to put that little square one right there. And yeah, it's about time for the mail call. And on the file pocket, I'm going to put 3 more of those just to give it some bling since it just kind of sits there on us. So I'm going to put that there. And I don't have 3 of these, but that's all right. We're going to put 2 of them on it. And then I could put a little tab on that, but we don't have to. This is, anyway, so these are from the Dollar Tree, and they cost me $1 a bundle. And there was, I believe, 12 in the bundle. I just took the last one of this one out, but I also threw it in the trash. Let me look down in here and see if I have more still in it. Oh, yeah. These are, oh, there's 10 gift bags. 10 gift sacks. And so you can use those as cheap as you, well, you can buy the brown paper sacks and use them. You can save them and use them. But I like the colors. I enjoy doing them. I think they're pretty and they're cheap. You know, 10 bags for $1 is, yeah, you could, but you're just putting just about as much money in them when you do that. But if you wanted them to be a certain theme or a certain look, now I'm going to show you the other one, girls, that you can do. And this is with this gold bag. You can do the same thing with this. This does not have a gusset. But we're going to fold it down half in 2. I'm going to cut it off. Okay. And now we're going to put these 2 together. Like this. Almost bent the wrong way. And we're going to leave a little bit of space in between them. However much you like. And again, I'm going to just staple the edges. That didn't want to go in there. It was too good. And that's because it was my last one. Okay, so I'm not going to staple the edges. I'm going to use a little bit of...
What can we lay out to eat, Mama?
Honey, fix you some waffles or some cereal. Please.
Cereal or some waffles?
Uh-huh. And if I can find the end of my washi tape. I've lost it. I've lost the end. Here we go. There it is. There it is. Okay. This is not going to be real pretty on this one. But I'm going to put a little washi tape right here. And tear it off. And then I will put a little bit of glue right here. And I've got my hot glue gun, so I'm going to use it. And poke that down. And a little bit right here. Should have just done that in the first place. And put that down. Okay, and now I'm going to take my round punch, which is right here. And I'm going to go in here. And I'm going to take off part of that. And so you can see that that's a pocket. I could have, honey, except I run out of staples. So I was just gluing. You could staple it all the way up. It wouldn't matter. however you want to do it. But I run out of staples. So now in order to make it a 5-pocket deal, we have to add a little something across the bottom. So I'm going to take, let's see, I have this right here. Yeah, no other reason, honey. It was just I run out of staples. I've got a little postcard here. Now, it's not going to fit all the way on that. It's not going to fit all the way over, but it will make another pocket. But you could add anything down here to make your 5th pocket, because all it has to be is a tuck. So, let's see. I don't want to put that kind of stuff on there, so I'm going to pick something out. Here we go. Here we go. Let's use, if I can get it out of there, let's use this right here. And look, girls, it's got a place for brads. I could actually take that out and put brads in that. But right now, I'm just going to use it for my tuck spot. So, I'm going to make a little tuck. That's not going to work because it's sticky all the way around. So, I didn't think that through very well. Okay. What have I got sitting over here? I don't know that I have anything. I wasn't quite prepared this morning. All right, let's see what I can find. I've got paper of all kinds in here. Because that's what I done last night, is I set in, and you can either even take your little bags like this and put a bag in a bag and make another pocket. Look at that. You've just added another pocket inside your pocket. So I don't okay, here we go. These are not right for this. I need something more modern. And something that will match that color. I've got so much vintage stuff right now that I'm just overloaded with here we go. Here's a pink painty piece. Let's do that. Okay, this is going to be our tuck. Going to put that right down there, and I'm going to glue it across the bottom and a little bit of the sides. And again, you could do whatever you wanted. You could use tape. You could use whatever you wanted for that. You don't have to use hot glue. It's just I've got it heated up now, and it's sitting right here. Okay, so there's my 5th pocket. And I used a regular candy bag or whatever you want to call them. And I just used a little piece of washi on it. So now I'm going to use these vintage tags because I have them here. But you can start adding your tuck spots, your things you want on it. I laid 2 flowers over here. We could use those 2 flowers if I could find them. You could put the flowers on it. This is a whole different color, but we're going to use them because I love color. I don't care what color they are. And this time I'm going to put a teardrop shape in it. And then here's another little one that you could put there. Here's a tuck that you could go under the flower with. Okay, here's a tag that would go behind. Right in there. Whoops, come on, go in there. I've hung up the lace on something. Now I've got my pocket here. And I'm going to put this little piece in my pocket. And then I'm going to put my pocket back in there. And it was in the bag. And then behind that pocket, I'm going to add a couple more tags. Here's a little. I'm using vintage again because that's what I have out. And here's a piece that would go in that pocket. Now, these are not quite as big, so you can't put as much in them, but they will put, you know, you can put a lot in them. And yes, these would be nice on top of a gift. If you want to give a little something extra, you could put some tea in these. You could put tea bags. You could put stirs. You could put some chocolates in it. A stocking stuffer. Yes. And look, in this little flat one, how much we got in there. Here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pieces of ephemera in one bag. So I really love these pockets. These I give full credit to Michelle Scott for. I watched her do them. I don't know where she got it, if she come up with it on her own, but they are beautiful pockets. And my owl decided it would fall off. But girls, I've had those. I don't know how old those are because those were a gift to me. So anyway, that's 2 different styles, 2 different pockets side by side, and in this one we got a file folder which has a little tag in it. We got 2 postcards. We got 2 penny papers. We got a large tag. So how many pieces was that? I mean, this is what we got in that, and it was not full. It was not full. Actually, all of this could go in the back pocket, and I'm just going to show you how much you can put in here. All of this, except for this one, all of this could go in this one pocket, and you'd still have this pocket, and look how flat it is. Of course, that's all in one pocket. Put the big one behind, and that's including the file folder is in there. And now I'm going to take this one behind and go all the way to the bottom. And then we could still put this one here. I'm wadding up my napkin. And this one in here. And we still have a big pocket. And a little hot glue on the owl. So, yes, please. Because they are awesome. They are really fun. And they're so simple to make. So, now I'm going to show you the napkins. Anybody need a potty break before we do that? I'm going to ask. Because once I get started working, you know I can't see chat very well. And, you know, I've said this before. I do this on my phone. And so I see 2 messages at a time. So... well, I'm glad you liked it, Trisha. Is that how you say your name, Trisha? And are you new to my channel, honey? Thank you for being here. I don't remember. I don't recognize the name. And thank you for being here. And I'm glad you liked it. Gail knows you. Okay. Okay. Have you been here before, honey? Have I just missed your name? If I have, if you've got a channel, I'll come and subscribe to you and we'll go from there. Okay, so this is the thing that I love. And I really do love these. Okay, I just don't remember it right now. And I have fibro, honey, so sometimes I don't remember seeing someone. And I'm sorry if that bothers you, because sometimes I just don't recognize them, and then I'll think, oh, well, yes, you know that name. You've seen it. It just takes me a while. I'm lucky if I can remember my own name sometimes. Okay, I got to have a brush. And you've got to have some plastic. Oh, Misty, great, honey. Fibro fog is exactly it. And it's really bad. So, you need some plastic. And girls, what I have found is I have all of these things like this. Have a bunch of them. So, I opened this one up and was going to use a full napkin. But now I've shut it down and I don't need this whole image. So I'm just going to use the front of this without ever even taking it off of the card. I'm just going to lay it down here. And what you do to make these napkins go clear, like I had in the book, in this bag here. And for anybody that's just came in, I'm going to show you my clear napkins. You see my hand? These are made with napkins and nothing but glue. You have to let them dry a long time. This one dried overnight and it turned out better than any that I had made. So, but I can put this up here and show you how you can see the printing behind them. So they make good pockets. They make good picture pockets. And you can, when they pull them out, you have this clear pocket. And even on the paper, say you have them on a page, when you put that in there, look how it stands out. And take it out, you still got a beautiful little bird. You could have a small tree image running behind him or underneath him that you have drawn, and still you could put a pocket in behind him, and when you took it out, he would be clear. And so I really like that idea because I do like to draw. And so I'm going to, before I go on, here's a book page. And here's our little birdie. And look at there, how sweet it is on there. Now, under this book page, if I was to want to take a pencil, I could take a pencil and I could start on this side and start drawing a little limb and not even get in the stuff and just have the limb come off the page. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then draw a few leaves on it. And just make it look like, it might have been there. You don't have to be perfect with anything. We're going to put them over here. And you could do this with colored watercolors or whatever. This might have a little hard time showing up. So I'm going to darken that just a little bit. And darken that leaf and this leaf. And you can go right up over your stuff if you want. But what I'm saying is that you can see even what you've drawn. So if you draw that on a plain page, put your text down. Hi, Spanky. Then put your text down. Then when you pull your tag out, you've got your tag and it's showing beautifully. Then you pull that out, you've got text, and maybe you have two in there. When you lay it down over the drawing that you put on your paper, then you have branches and leaves behind your bird. So you can do these in several different ways. That was just kind of a, like I had cut out that text. Then I had put this top pocket in, and then I had drawn behind that with a little pencil. And it's so simple, to draw a little line and just put some diamond shapes on it. They don't have to be perfect and still be creative. So what we're going to do now, and how we make these, is you strip your napkin, down to the first layer. And this is the one that I have chosen to do today because I really love this egg basket. And so we're going to do this one on here, and I will dry mine with my dryer. So the first thing you have to do is you have to paint, and I do mean paint, some glue on this paper, and I just use Elmer's glue. So I've got I just stuck my brush in there and picked up a bunch of it, and I'm going to go straight up and down with it. Try to make it as smooth as you can. And this is my plastic bag I'm using. You can use plastic wrap. You can use a glass mat. You can use a silicone mat. You can use these plastic card things, or this, anything is covered with plastic. I like to use the cards because it keeps the paper nice and straight. You can cut one out and use a big piece of cellophane. Whatever you have, you can do this on. So, you just, you pick it out, but you want to make sure that you get enough glue behind this to adhere it down. And you want it not real thick, but reasonably thick. Up here, I'm a little light, so I'm going to go down with that just a little bit. And it always seems like you get more in the center than you do on the edges. So watch your edges. And then I'm going to go across to make sure it's completely covered. Just like that. And now I'm going to take my napkin. Move my glue. Okay. And I'm going to put the front side, this side, the pretty side, I'm going to put it down. And I'm just going to work the air bubbles from the center out. Be careful not to tear your napkin, but they can be. And I'm going to let that set just a moment to kind of work itself in and settle. I just pat the air bubbles out of it. Now you can see that mine has gone off the edge. That's okay, because I just want the center image. If you want the whole napkin, you're going to have something bigger than what I'm using, but that's okay. Now see, I'm getting a little ripple. So now I'm just going to kind of pat those down just a little bit. It will ripple a little. You can, I put mine straight down. You could put it down from corner to corner, or however you want to do it. However you lay them down, I don't mind a little ripple. So, because when you put this on, it's going to ripple anyway. So here we go. We're going to glue the top of it now. Now you have to be very careful when you're putting this on, and you paint a layer of glue on top of it. And you want it to shade it, you want it to cover it. You want to see the coverage. Be careful, very, very, very gentle, because they are very, very brittle at this point. It's, just lightly use the brush. Make sure you get it all covered. And this side will be a little rougher. It's going to be in texture. This side will be a little rougher. The front side is going to be, I don't know. I had never thought about a brayer. That might work awesome. I don't know why you couldn't. But anyway, you all, if you do that, Tanya, you let me know if it worked, honey. I have a brayer. I've already got my brush dirty. Okay, so now I've got this all covered. Pretty good. No, medium's too thick. This is just regular Elmer's glue, but you could use a Mod Podge if you wanted to. I just use the pure Elmer's glue. Actually, I find it easier to use and not to have the water absorbing into the napkin anymore. Okay, Tanya, let me know, honey. That's an awesome idea. Hello, Spanky. How are you this morning? Okay, girls, I'm going to dry this up now. And this is not really recommended. It is recommended that you just lay them aside and let them dry for 24 hours. But we don't have 24 hours. So I'm going to just do this. Now this takes a while, so don't expect it to be fast. Hi, Mary Jane. How are you, honey? Good to see you. And I thought that I seen, oh, honey, I am feeling fantastic this morning, other than my hands are hurting a little bit, but that's normal. And I'm just feeling really good. Got a little scared over Tom a minute ago and had to run downstairs and yay! Those pockets are just amazing. And then I want to show you the trifold card thing too, because it's awesome. I'm just happy to be here this morning. I've had, you all know that we've had our ups and our downs and that kind of stuff. And honey, I'm up and I'm going to stay up. Good morning, Nanny. How are you? So, are you watching the glue dry, girls? It's just slow process. But you can see it starting to come out a little bit now behind the glue. And I may have to take that cardboard out to get to the other side, and I don't want to melt my plastic. Which I'm a little bit afraid of doing. Of course, I guess it would work if I melted the plastic on the back of it, wouldn't it? It would be clear. Tommy and I are lost. The kids have gone back to school, and we are so lost without our babies being here. They took up so much of our time, and we just would gripe and groan and carry on. And now that they're gone, we're just griping and groaning and carrying on. You need a song this morning? Gail, are you going to sing to him? He does miss them, yes. Okay. Oh, golly, everyone would leave if you did. But I tell you what's been running through my head this morning is, why me, Lord? What have I ever done to expect even one of the pleasures I've known? And that's all I can remember of it. But I do love that song. You might help me out with the lyrics. I can do it, but I can't remember the rest of it now. Thank you. Those lyrics have been running through my head this morning, that part of it anyway. And I'd have to go over it several times before I got the rest of it. But we could go happier, like, it's Saturday night and I ain't got nobody. I got some money 'cause I get paid. Oh, how I wish I had someone to talk to. I'm in an awful way. Somebody give me those lyrics just a minute. Go. Who give me the lyrics? Let's go back here and read the lyrics. Lord help me, Jesus, I've wasted it so. Help me, Jesus, I know what I am. Now that I know that I've needed you so. Help me, Jesus, my soul's in your hand. Thank you. Thank you, Renee. I'm going to go back down now. Okay, I got to take the card out from behind this. But you can see it's starting to dry, but I've got to get it so I can dry it on the back side. And I've got to get that card out of there first. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to lay this aside and let it dry a little bit more. Who was, were you singing? Lori, were you singing, honey? Tom heard me singing. He come upstairs to see what I was singing about. Just felt like singing this morning, Bubby. Isn't that a good thing? There, I got it out of there. Okay, I'm going to lay this aside, and I'm going to show you the, were you? I love to sing. I love to sing. That's, thank you, baby. I'm going to go a little bit longer on this now that I can get to the back side just a little bit. I'm going to raise it up and hit it from this side. So let's sing again. Pick out another song. So, oh, she done the rest of them. Delta Dawn, what's that flower you have on? Could it be a faded rose from days gone by? And did I hear you say he was meeting you here today to take you to his mansion in the sky? She was 41 and her daddy still called her baby. And all the folks round Brownsville say she's crazy. 'Cause she walks downtown with a suitcase in her hands, looking for a mysterious dark-haired man. Up. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Got too close. Okay, time to stop. About to set my napkin on fire. Woo. Okay. All right, I'm going to set it aside. That was enough of that. Okay. I'm going to let it dry over there for a little bit, and I'm going to show you my tutorial on the waterfall. Were you good? I love to hear people singing in the morning. Well, it just in that one spot, it just decided it would go. That really gets hot. Yeah, I'll worry about it. Okay, I'm going to get some envelopes out, and I have a big box of them over here. So, and then I've got some pretty cards in here that I just may get out to use as images on the front of them. And see if we can find 3 the same size in this handful I picked up, because they do have to be the same size. Nope, that's not. That one is, and that one is. So that's 3. And you can make these as long as you want. And I'm sure you have all seen these made before. There you go. It's a little early for Christmas, yes, but you know, we got to get in the spirit because it's come on us. And I know you all have seen these. But in order to make this waterfall, all you're going to do is you're going to put 2 envelopes together, and you're going to bring them right down to the seams, just like that, where you have a pocket and a flat side. You've got a pocket if you lifted that, but I'm going to glue this. So this needs a little glue, and I need to get my glue stick out because I'm going to use glue stick on it. And I'm going to put glue right down here where that glue is normally on the envelope and glue it down. Then I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to take this flap out, and I'm going to pull it back, and I'm going to glue this flap down on the inside of this envelope. Just like that. So now we have made 2 parts. Oh, I didn't do that right. Excuse me, I have just... No, well, I can glue it down. I'll glue it down flat. Okay. I just messed it up. Did somebody have a question? Because I just looked up because I just messed this up. And I don't mind telling you, I don't like it when I mess up in the camera, but it happens. It happens, girls. Right now, I'm not going to change this because I don't think we have to. I'm going to turn this over. Let's see. How do I want this to go? I want it to go this way so I have a pretty clean edge on the front. So I'm going to just glue this one down right here. I should have had my thing turned around. But I'm going to glue it down right here. And then when I turn it in, I'm going to have another pocket. And I'm not going to worry about it because it'll still work the same way. So I'm going to do this. And I'm going to line up my edges right here on this envelope just like I would if I had to. Get up. Just like that. And put them down. When I turn it in, I have a pocket. Then when I pull this down, and I have a pocket back here that I can use, but that's where my mistake went, but we can still use that too. So, what we're going to do is we're going to decorate this now. Because, like I said, I messed this up, girls. This is not exactly how this is supposed to be done. So, but I'm still going to use it. don't let your mistakes stop you from going on. Don't let your mistakes stop you from creating something beautiful out of your mistake. I can fold this one in and this one out, and then I've got two pretty sides that I can do. And it's kind of like a little sign. So there you go. We can do it that way. We can do it any way you want to do it. It's no big deal. You just do what you want to do with them. I can fold that in, and then I still have my sealed edges outside. But however you want to do it, it's not going to be a problem. It's going to be beautiful when you get done, because it's all in your finishing touches. You can cover up your mistakes. Just make sure just make sure you know that you can cover up your mistakes. They don't have to stay with you forever and a day. They are just mistakes. Oh, I love that. This is a friendship card, and I think I'm going to use it front and back, because it says it has the wheat. See the wheat on it? And I also have a wheat stamp that I can use. But it says, "Blessed are you, Lord God, King of the universe, for you give us the sun to warm us, the earth to nourish us, and friends to make us glad." Now, how good is that? What is that? I mean, I don't know about you, but that speaks to me. That says, yeah, you can use this card, and you can make this beautiful. So I'm going to cut this out, and I'm going to center this right here on this, and I'm going to call that my front. That is my front page. And I'm going to put the wheat down on my front page. I think that I will go a little closer to the edge and the top, because I want to ink around it, and I want to put some of my own wheat on it. So I am going to use this glue that I've got out to lay this down, and I'm going to just brush the glue on it. Now, bear in mind, I've made a mistake on these, putting them together. So I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to go with it, and we're going to make them work. You don't be afraid of what you've done. And if you may discover something. I'm doing the waterfall envelopes, honey, but I messed them up. So I'm doing a trifold. Here's my waterfall envelope in the inside of this. I'm doing just a little trifold pocket. So, because if I fold it up differently, I have a pocket. Well, now it'll work. But this I have a side. Anyway, I messed it up, Karen. And so now, Karen, and I know that too, I'm going to take this card and I'm going to use it in 3 places right down this front of this envelope. And I'm making something out of my mistake. Not going to throw it away because I've made a mistake. Because sometimes your mistakes can become great discoveries. Don't ever stop creating. Kiki, are you okay? Oh, Kiki, what's going on, honey? Is it bad today? My thoughts are with you, Kiki. My prayers are with you, honey. Oh, yes. Okay. No, I don't need any specifics either. I just want her to know that my thoughts and prayers are with her. It's, yes, too, because, what she's been through. Okay, so now, where's my front side? So here is the last part, and it says, "I am so glad you are my friend." And I'm going to cut this cinnamon out. And this may be today's giveaway. And I'm going to go right between I'm So Glad and You're My Friend. And I'm going to cut those in two and pare them down. I'm going to get out my blue and ink and my brown ink. And I'm going to do some stamping on this. Let's see. Where's my blue? Yeah, and I need my wheat. And okay, Tom. And then I want this one for the inside. I want that one. Okay, somewhere, my inks must still be here on the table because I didn't find them back there. Okay, here's my blue. I even have a tassel that would go with this one. Oh, that thing's still hot. I really overheated that. Where is my my vintage photo? That's what I've got to find now. My vintage photo. And it's gotten shoved back somewhere, I'm afraid. And I really need it. Unless there's enough on that sponge to just ink up the edges, and we can try that. Because I want it for my wheat. So I've got to find my vintage photo. So where has it been put? Well, okay, I'm going to have to move some stacks. Let's see, did we give this away? Yes, we give this away. I've got to have an address on this one that we give away yesterday. Okay, vintage photo. Where do you happen to be? Here it is. Found it. Okay. Now, get that over here. We're going to take this vintage photo and we're going to ink this up. Card, envelope, and everything right around it. Going to come right down here at the bottom and ink it up there. Right down here on the sides. And here. And here we go. We're going to come right up the middle of this one. And now this is where I'm going to put my sentiment. So I do not want to go here with it because I'm going to go with a different color on that. But I am going to go around the edges. But I'm going to use a little different color on my sentiments. I'm going to use this photo, vintage photo. Come up here and get this part. And grunge it up a little bit. And then I'm going to use this stamp, which is my wheat stamp. And I'm going to put some vintage photo on it. And I'm going to turn this. And I'm going to come right down here. And I'm going to put some grass on it. Oh, that didn't take real well. Let's try that again. And then some more. And we'll have this go a little bit sideways. And then a little bit like that. And a little bit there. And there. And then we've got a little bit of sheath of wheat here. So I'm going to come up just a little bit higher, but maybe not quite as heavy because that's our sentiment. And we're going to put some along the edges of that. Now that's our first two pieces. And this is just the outside. And I just used a little vintage photo and our stamp. Now on my sentiment, I want to change because it's blue. And it's completely off colored. And now we've got the daisy flowers that I kind of want to put around it. So I'm going to take this color, which is not a true blue. This is kind of a greenish color, but it is my favorite stamp. I love the way it looks on things. And it's kind of a greenish blue. And you'll see it when I see it's really a lovely color. And that is Ranger Emerald Isle is what it is. Okay, so first off, I'm going to use my vintage photo though, and I am going to go all over this card because I want it to come down in the brightness. I don't want it too bright. So I just darkened it down. And I'm going to do the same thing on this part. And I've left quite a bit of white around it, and I know it could be cut down smaller, but I don't mind that. I'm going to now take my blue and go around those edges and give them some standout bluish green. That I love to work with color. I am not a one color person. I have to have some color. And so I like to try and put the vintage and the color together. I don't always get it done. Sometimes it's wrong, but it's just me. And I have to have the color. And there we've got this one inked. And I'm going to glue those down on this part. Get some of the dust off of it there from my sponges. And we'll glue this down. And again, I'll just take a little glue and wipe over it. Put that one there. Now my pockets are all on the inside. So on the inside, I have to come up with some images and things that I want to put in my pockets. So here we go. Now don't pull up there. I didn't try to bring that green out onto the card. I just done just the sentiment. So there we go. So now we've got the three parts of our card, and it's going to fold together like that. So there's the front. Oh, let's see. There's the front and the back. And then you open it up and you get the sentiment. And then you open it up and you'll find your things, your treasures. So now to put in this, let's see what I can find. I think we could use a lot of what I had out a while ago. Here's a little vintage photo. And we've got to do some vintage photo around the edges of these pockets. So let's do that. And we're going to hit this one pretty hard on this side. Maybe put a little pretty paper on them. We could do that. We could ink them up and then put some pretty paper on them. And I'm putting this on pretty heavy on the inside because I'm going to go vintage on the inside. So, it doesn't matter what it is. I'm going to put a full image on this one. I'm going to put things in these two pockets because I made them wrong. So understand, girls, I made them wrong. They are what they are. And then I will try to do one a little later. Maybe that will be right, but I'm wanting to dry on my napkin again. let's see, what did I do with all my paper last night that I wanted out for pieces? Let's look at this. Or this. No. It was in this one. Let's see what kind of pretty papers I've got to go in here. Ooh, those are kind of marbly papers. Those are kind of cool. Don't know. Let's see what else is in here. Here I have a sunflower image. We could use that on the inside, would be cool. Okay, I thought my things were in here, but they are not. So I've got to find some paper. Let me look real quick. See what I can come up with here. Something that would go with the front. Okay, let's get this one out. And we'll see if we can't just find some. That page just come right out in my hands. Like it said, pick me, pick me, pick me. So we're going to go with some roses. And we're going to go all the way down with the roses. I think it'll work just fine. Oh, decisions. There's always a decision to be made. This may be the wrong one. This may be the wrong one. I think that is a little too big. I'm going to cut it down one more slice there. And then I'm going to put it around, take it around here to my cutter. And let's see, I have to have it 1, 2, 3, 4 1/4 inches to go to the top. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 1/4 to go across. Okay, got that. 4 1/4 and 5 1/4. Oh, that book is in the way. 5 1/4. That looks awful big. And 5 1/4. In fact, I know that's awful big. That doesn't look right at all. It's not going to be right at all. I knew it wouldn't. I knew that was not going to work. Oh, I'm having fun with this little tutorial I'm trying to do since I've made a mess of it. Okay, I'm just going to fold that over. I'm going to cut that off. Of course, you know I want to say more than that, but I'm not going to. This is one of those times when you want to you know, you let your mouth overload yourself. And I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm better than that. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to vintage up the edges of these roses just a little bit here. And then I'm going to mark my corners where I want to cut it, which is going to start right there and right there. And I'm going to go to the center of that leaf. So, my mother used to tell me that all the time. She used to say, don't let your mouth overload your butt, sis. Lori, honey, I'm sorry I didn't get all this done for you, baby. I tried, but it'll be here in this live stream, and you can come back and look at it at any time. And come and see me anytime, honey. I've enjoyed having you. Okay, now I am going to take my glue gun stick, and I am going to stick this down on this envelope because it looks pretty good, I think. Now that I've cut it, and we're going to let it come down off of the top of it. I am a little bit short on this. I'm a little bit shy right here. I'm going to cut a little bit more off right here. Mail run. Mail time. Going to cut a little bit more off right there so it looks more like the other side. And come down just a little. Okay. There's the first pocket. It did turn out pretty. Okay, we're going to do the same thing on this one. I'm just going to fold it back right up there at that line. It wasn't even straight. It could be because it's not straight on your page, Mary. Okay. Close enough. What did we get, Bubby? Did we get anything good today? Oh, pretty magazine. Cool.
Garden Road magazine.
Oh, wow. Cool. Gold.
Garden Road magazine.
Grandin Road. I've never even heard of that one. That's a new one. Got a new catalog of some kind. Tommy, I need my charger brought up here. Could you do that for me? Yeah. And that needs to go right down there and be put on the desk, because that's something we need to keep. So go get my charger off the piano. Could you do that for me, please? Because I'm getting low on battery. He made the mail run. I'm going to stick my finger down in here and put my fingernail right where I want that V to come to. And I'm going to cut down there. And I'm letting it go a little bit deeper. I don't mind that. I'm just going to give it a little bit of edge there. We do that. And we need a little bit more edge on that other side. So we'll just give it a little bit on both. Okay. There we go. Come down with it. Now we've got a little vintage edge around it, and that comes in pretty there. Now you can put things inside here. I'm going to with a card or whatever. So I don't really worry about that spot, but you can put some paper, pretty paper in that spot. And I've got to cut another piece for this other place up here. I'm going to put this down here. And then we're going to use some vintage photo. Again, around the card. That is not the best glue stick in the world. In fact, it really doesn't want to hold at all. What did I do with my other? No, that's the same one. Just lost a bead off in the floor. Elmer's. And I'm not sure this will be any good, but we're going to give it a try. Maybe it might hold it a little bit better. What? It's Elmer's Clear. Never used it.
Mom, when did you offer for this, Mom?
What, honey?
What did you want from your desk?
Oh, not from my desk. I want the charger plugged in by the piano, honey. Okay. Now we've got that glued down. Now I need a piece for this right here. And that should be the 4.5 by 5. We'll see if we can't get that done. By 5.5. Or 5.25, not a half. Now, look at there. I can cut once in a while. Okay, I'm going to put some glue on this.
I thought you wanted something from your desk. Or whatever.
Well, I said put that letter on the desk, honey. But it's okay. If it's on the island, that'll be fine. Just don't throw it away. Okay, here we go. Right here in
Here,
that
Mom.
in that spot.
Mom.
Now there's our inside of our envelope already decorated and ready to plug it in right there, Tom, please. All ready to fill up. Okay. Now since this card was fairly religious, I don't have a lot of religious things. So I'm not going to worry about it. When you cut off these, girls, you can put those right down in there and decorate the inside of your card so that it has one full, just nice flow. I'll go ahead and put this one in there. May put both of them in there. So we're going to just slide that right in that spot right there and cover up that inside of that card. Take this one. Watch my napkin, Tommy.
I'm looking for a spot on your phone.
It's on this edge, babe. It's on this edge. I'll get it. Okay, now we're plugged in. Okay. Hi, Arlene. And the girls are saying, hi, Tom. Hi, Carla, honey. How are you doing, baby? Glad to see you today. And I know this has been a long tutorial already, a long couple, but I've done 3 different projects, so that's not too bad. Now, there's the inside of our waterfall, what's supposed to be the waterfall, but it didn't turn out like that today. We've made a little mistake on it, so we're just fixing our mistake. So now, because I'm not throwing away, a full card and the sentiments and all the stuff that we done, I'm not throwing away the envelopes. I don't like to do that. So now we've got to find something that we can add to that will go with that. And I would say probably another card would work just fine. And so I'm going to look in here and see what I have. Oh, well, let's see. No, that's not good. Because I've got roses. I don't want roses. No golf. Oh my gosh, I got Christmas. Ah, there's some with roses. Now, what have we got here? We've got a pretty card right here. It's not quite roses, but I'm going to take the front off of it because that's the way I roll. Just cut that stuff off. We don't care. And that's going to be my first pocket that I'm going to fill with this beautiful card right here. We don't even have to have anything on it. It's just in there. It's pretty. Hi, honey. How are you? I can take some of this stuff that I've had down here and put in here. We can put some vintage things in it and add to it. I'm just going to fill it up now, girls. I'm just going to see what I can do. I've got several things here. So we've got this pretty card here, which would be pretty in this one. And a little vintage, adds a little vintage touch to it. And then you could actually add two if you wanted and put that little one in there too. Then we're going to fold it, this in, this over, and that's going to be, no, I don't want to fold it like that. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me think this out. I think I want to do it. How do I want to do it? I made a mistake making a card. And I am working on trying to fix it. Okay, I'm going to do it like this. You know, I'm not either. We're going to fold that in. Okay, well, this is the front of it. And, oh, whoa, don't you fuzz out like that on that pretty card. There's the front of it. This was supposed to be a waterfall. I messed up on putting the paper together. And I said, don't throw it away, girls. We're going to make a card out of it anyway. And then on the back side, we have a sentiment that says, blessed are you, Lord God, King of the universe, for you give us the sun to warm us, the earth to nourish us, and friendship to make us glad. And then on the inside, then, when you open it up, it says, I'm so glad you're my friend. Then you can open it on up, and you have a place for another image here, and you could use that clear butterfly, or that clear, what did I do with those pockets, girls? That I just done. The bird image. I'd like to have my bird image. I thought I emptied those all out. Ah, I've touched my napkin. What did I do with my pockets? See, I have been just crazy this morning. Hello, Melissa. You know, when you make mistakes and you do it online and you go crazy, and you know how those days go. I'm having one. I did, and I can't find them. I don't know what I did with them. Ah, here they are. Here are my pockets out of the paper sacks. This is called a 5-pocket. And a lot of you girls have seen me do this before. And it's very easy because you just cut your bag in half and hook it on the bottom, glue some of the edges down, put it down on your paper, and you've got 5 pockets out of one bag. And you've got this here. Yes, I'm in a fibro fog today, bad, and I'm seeing other people might be too. And anyway, it just makes a beautiful way to send your flocker stuff or whatever you would like to send. I'm looking for my bird. And I thought he was in here somewhere, but apparently he's not. I took him out and laid him somewhere. So, I don't know where. But on this side, this is where I would put a transparent bird like I had laying here a few minutes ago. Let me put this away and maybe he's under there. And this one was supposed to be a waterfall, but I failed on it. And girls, I will work on that and we will do it again tomorrow. See if we can't make it work. And I do not know what I done with my bird. He's down here somewhere. Ah, wait a minute. Is that him? Nope. I've got all that stuff there. And not the one thing I'm looking for. Okay, now we've got to finish drying this napkin. These were white envelopes. I used vintage photo on them, and I stamped across the images here to kind of pull that out. And then on this one, I was going to use this stamp, and I forgot it. I love this flower stamp. And I was going to go right here and go about halfway in and put a little flower. And then maybe down here, we're going to go and do a whole flower in that corner. And then here, we can do just a corner. And then here, we could do a hole because you're going to be able to read. It's going to be a little bit lighter. And then maybe a whole one right there. So now we just stamped the outside and with a little flower pattern where it says, I'm so glad you're my friend. And then you open it up and you have 3 pockets or 2 pockets on the inside and a place for an image, which I was hunting for the image and I didn't find one. But you could, just say this was your image and it would be pretty on there. Oh, anyway, that is fixing a mistake. That's what we're going to call this. This is fixing a mistake. It folds together odd a little bit, but because you've got a front, your back, and then you open it up, and there's your sentiment. And as always, I'm always so glad that you all are my friends. And so we're going to put what we've done today. We may put one of the pockets up for a giveaway. We may put this up for a giveaway, whichever one you would like to have. It is a happy mistake, but I do make them a lot. And yesterday, girls, if you wasn't here, we put the trim on this paper. And I want you to look how that turned out. This was from Janet. Janet Baum, I believe. And just look how well that done on the outside of that. And this is my little folder that I made, my little binder, my little calendar folder. And I just pulled enough ribbon around to cover up the back side of it. And then, of course, then it has my calendar on the inside. And you could do this on both sides of that. This is like a 6-week calendar and booklet. And I have been thinking about making these and seeing if I can get the images down right enough to put them in a package of, say, 12, so that you could have a pocket book, thin, appointment calendar with you at all times. And the nice part is that you have writing spaces in them too. You don't just have your calendar, which is nice, and you can date it. There's no spaces around it and a to-do list. But when you go to the next page, because it is like a journal, you have a writing spot where you can take some longer notes about things, especially like if you go to the doctor and he gives you a large description of how you should take your medicine and things like that. You could put it here. And this was a free download, this calendar was. I don't remember where I got it. But it's got only 3 weeks on each page. And yes, and there's room to doodle. If you wanted to draw on those, you could. And, but anyway, it's just a thin little booklet that actually would hold a lot of information. And I think it turned out really awesome with this background. And Spanky, this was the background I was talking about for Squirrel as a background for a book. Of course, I may use it myself. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Now, I have almost burnt my napkin trying to dry it. But girls, I'm so wanting you to see this. I'm going to go back to it. And we're going to hope that we get it done without burning it up. It's starting to. It's tacky, but it's starting to. Oh, it's pulled completely away. Only part of that bag did that. Like I said, it takes a long time, and it's recommended that you just put it down and leave it. They are, Tommy, and I love you. You're just sitting there peeking through the railings at your mama. They are, Tom. Yeah, grab the fire extinguisher. Hold on tight. I think that's what he's watching. What's Mama going to do silly now? Because I have bumbled this tutorials on every single one of them. And if somebody that has done this watches this, they're going to just die laughing. But it's all good. It's all good. You know, you just keep on going. You don't stop. Yes, you're watching paint dry. Hi, Linda. How are you? I can actually see the chat while I'm doing this. Of course, that's what happened a while ago when I got too close to the plastic. Yes, and this is thick. No, honey, he didn't get. Yeah, he got the mail. He's made the mail run. We got a calendar, a catalog. That's what I meant to say. Minnie went down and got my charger for me. And right now he's just sitting here on the steps. But I'm having the best time today. I just have, even with all the mistakes, I have just enjoyed myself. Melissa, you missed me singing. I was singing earlier. Are you eating your oatmeal? I miss my babies too. My grandbabies are gone. They're gone to school now, and I just don't see them. Oh, Manny, thank you, honey. I used to be able to sing soprano. I don't do that anymore. Have I missed any birthdays? I could sing happy birthday. Whose birthday is it in this crowd? Have we got birthdays? Oh, Linda, I understand, honey. I understand. October 13th. Well, mine's the 3rd, so, you know, somebody has to sing to me first. Hi, Lainey. Another week and then off to school. Okay. I better put the lids on my ink. I may be just drying them out like crazy. Don't hold that still, Mary. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. I'm making it clear. I'm going to make it clear. My kids are all grown up too. I'm talking about my great-grandbabies here that I'm missing. Lord, girls, when the first one come along, I said, listen, you're going to call me Gigi because I'm too young. There's an air bubble right there. I'm going to get it out. And man, that's wet there. So I said, you have to be careful about that center. You can sure overload it. When the first one come along, I said, they're going to have to call me Gigi because I'm too old. I'm too young to be great-grandma. Or great-granny. Because kids called me Granny. So now I'm Gigi. To all of them. And I have 6. Honey, I'm making it clear, Melissa. I've got it glued to a piece of plastic. And I almost got it too hot. You're supposed to just let them set. That I'm not doing that. The 14th of next month or October. Mimsy's good. Okay. But they've got a lot of grandparents. So they've got Mimi, Mama, Grandma, Gigi. I don't know how many. Oh, and Nana. Nana K. So, they've got a lot. Judy, are you leaving, honey? Love you, hon. Your nanny? All right. Girls, I may just about have this. Just about. That one spot right there will not clear up like I want it to. And that's that center one. At least maybe where we can think about taking it off. And I know this is probably loud on there. I hope not. I hope it's not too bad. I could always sing again if somebody else holler out a song. We'll see what we can do. While we're watching it dry. Nookmas. Is that the way you say that? Nookmas? Yay! I learn something new every day. Sometimes I don't know it, but I do. Well, let's sing. Tell me a song to sing. Maybe you won't be so nervous. You can sing along with me. I've got it way back. I'm holding it way, way back. In a minute. So she was men. How cute. I'm glad my kids hadn't thought that one out. Okay, we're getting there. We are just about there. I'm going to turn this over. And again, try to do the back side just a little bit. But you can see it's starting to be clear. Right there is my only spot that I really think will tear it if I try to take it off. Morning, Sherry. How are you? Okay, girls, we're getting there. I know it's taken a while. Cheryl, can you not think of a song for me to sing, honey? Just shoot something out there. I might know it. I might not. How about, let's see. Amazing Grace? I know Amazing Grace. Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. Oh, it's too high. I gotta go door. I can't get there. Like me, I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Yep, I don't have the voice for that one this morning. Tom can sing with me. Tom sings with me all the time. Okay. Come on, thing. Let's try. Okay, it's feeling good. It's feeling good. Right in there. Right there. Now this had better turn out. Tom, would you sing for them? What's your favorite song? What's your favorite song? Tom likes, let's see. What's some of them you like, Tom? I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 but the flames burned higher. And it burns, 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 in the ring of fire, the ring of fire. We like that one. Okay. Okay. I don't know if we're going to get this dried or not. I'm going to try it. We're going to try and see if we can get it to come loose. We're going to start right up here in the top and start peeling it off. Now, bear in mind there are some spots that are a little bit wet. So we're going to have to be very, very careful pulling this.
Why don't we build a church or anything, Mama?
Well, we will.
Hmm?
We will. Okay, there we're hung. It gets a little hard down here at the edges where you've got the overlap. You can take your scissors or something like that. Yeah, Johnny Cash. I love Johnny Cash. I love the old country. I love old country songs. I love the stories they tell. Okay, here we go. We're going to come down, and I can see where there's a couple of wet spots there, but it didn't tear.
Mama, why don't we go with a church or anything?
Spanky, have you got to leave? What's going on, Spanky? Is something going on, Spanky, that I need to know, honey? Or maybe I don't need to know and I just need to stay out of it, but Spanky, what's going on? The doctor just called and you have to have surgery. Have they scheduled it already? Oh, okay. I'm going to be praying, babe. You keep me posted, please. I'm going to dry this underneath here just a little bit more. Shh, don't start, Tom. Not right now. We'll talk about it in a little while, okay? In a little bit. We don't have to talk about it right now. While everybody's here. This is like having company. You know, there's some things you don't talk about when you have company. Well, now it is. Okay. That is really wet over on that side. Oh, I tore it. But it didn't tear my basket yet. We'll see if we can get it off without tearing the basket. Yep, I did. I tore my basket. Girls, it was too wet. Okay, but I'm going to come off with it anyway. Okay. It was too wet. I should have left it set. Let's pull it out here. And yep, this is another one I messed up today, girls. I pushed this one too fast. But anyway, that's how you make your clear napkins. And you can see my hand behind it. But just give them time to dry. Don't pull them off too quickly because this is what happens. This is what happens. You get these holes. It says, the tutorial said, leave them alone for 24 hours. So I tried to rush this one. It didn't work. It's not the first time that I've rushed something and it didn't work. But you get that beautiful, this side, which I just laid it back down. And I'm just going to cut off some of this really wet stuff now. I'm just going to cut it off. So we don't have to look at that part. This side, do you see how smooth it is and how glossy? That's your front side. That's the front side of the napkin. And they are really, really strong when they dry. Now, it doesn't look like it is here, but look at this up here where it's dry. It is just, they're just like plastic. Then on this side, they have, you can hear they have a rough texture. But this is what they look like when you put them on a, put them in your folders or in your books. Look, what would that look like, Melissa, with a chicken behind it? Would that not be pretty on a book page with a chicken behind it? And, it's very, very simple to do. I found this. It was either from Gail Agostinelli or it was Aristi. I am not sure which one, but somewhere around there. And this is a beautiful napkin. And I have 4 more squares of this. So I am not going to, yes, I broke it. But this will not go to waste because this is still just, just the right size to put on a page. So what if you've got it cut off? You use what you can out of it. You make, you make a collage with it. You put it in a picture window. You use glue. It does not work with texture medium. No, it doesn't. It has to be a glue. And I just rushed this. It takes a long time to make them. Like I said when I started, they usually recommend. And a cool surface, if you have a glass mat that you can put this on, something cool. I'm going to hunt for me another glass cutting tray because I can't afford the expensive ones. And I'm going to make these on my glass mats. And then I'm going to take them downstairs and I'm going to put them on my marble countertops, which will give me some extra coolness because, the marble holds some coolness. So then you can, they can lay there and they can have time to cure and stay pretty. But they're beautiful with an image behind them. Look at the rose behind it. See, I can put a rose right behind it. You can put an image anywhere on that you want. And they're just absolutely beautiful. And I love using them I take these, okay. This part of your stamping plate or your stamping covers, these make the best window frames. You can make these for your book with just a card frame. You can, just a border around them with some paper and make a card. And then there's some of them you can find, these and make them. And they're pretty around it. This would be pretty around it to use that as a frame. You can, I tried it on the freezer paper and I did not have a real good result with it. I think you could probably use it, but it will, the thing of it is that the glossy side of the freezer paper is wax. And I don't think that you could do it on a waxed surface without it pulling the wax off and maybe causing a problem. So I would stay with either the plastic, the silicone, the glass. You can even use plastic wrap. I could have wrapped some plastic wrap around this board and used it. But the glass is highly recommended. And the only piece of glass I have up here has a textured side to it. And so I don't like to use it because it gives it a texture. And I like that glossy, smooth look that it has on the front. A lot of people like the side that's not as glossy. But, you're supposed to put the front image down on here. Transparencies, I do not know, honey. I do not know. I use these the stamp pieces that I empty out. These things. This is what I use. And I just use a quarter of a napkin at a time because I have never had a great big project that I needed to cover. If you have a big project, you could use more. But I just use these and use them up. Cards still good. I can use it for cards in my books and things like that. I always keep it because it's good cardstock. And so anyway, girls, I've been on for 3 hours. I've had a wonderful time. I've made a mess of everything I've done, and I don't care because it has been wonderful spending time with you, and I'll see if I can get my camera up because I'd love to talk with you a little bit, but we're going to get Bixby. It went away. It went away. Believe it or not, it went away. Lori, you're still here. Anyway, this is how it turned out, and I'm pleased with that, even if I did have a problem with it because I tore it off too early. And like I said, it does say it will take that long for them to dry. But you can even, put a charm behind it. And look there. Wouldn't that be pretty on an Easter book or something? You can take a picture like this sunflower and put behind it. And then you have a sunflower image behind your basket. And so they're just really, really fun to play with. And I never throw away my mistakes. I can find a use for them. I flat made a mistake on this waterfall, and I know where I made it. But instead of trying to make another one, girls, I just went ahead and made a pocket card out of it. And I think it turned out really pretty. You know, I love the sayings on it. And I like the way the inside turned out. So we've made something pretty out of it. And it doesn't have to be perfect to even be given away. So, saying that, girls, I have ooh, I got my stuff caught here. Let me get that out. I have several items that I have made. And several that I have made today, including this and including a pocket. You see pretties. I am going to pick a number. These are my zines that I have made. And I'll do a little quick walkthrough. This is called Forever Love. And it has a little card on the front that was hooked in that envelope. And it starts here. It has inside of it, it has some paper to write on. And it says best on the card. And if you go on around, you'll see why it says best on that one. And then on the inside, we have a little clothesline with some clothespins and a little deal down here. Flower, thank you, Mary, for even thinking. And then we have a little tuck spot here. And a card in here that is a bird cage. Then here we have the coup de grace, because this is from our Melissa. We have the boho chick, or the Follies chick. And I love that. I love that card. And, you know, I'm not sure I want it to go. And I said that the last time I showed this. I may have to replace that one because it is your chicken. And I love that chicken. And I don't have any others. And then on this side here in the top pocket, we have just some writing paper. So you can have a little zine type thing. And then we have this tag with music paper and flowers and a little flower pot with some keys. And here we have a chalk tag that you can write on. And when you come on around, and let's see, in that back pocket, there is this tag that I made, which is stamped on both sides. And then here we have Love Is, and a little arrow through it, and 2 flowers. This little pocket with this tag on my painty papers, and one of my painty papers, and a tag that I stamped. And so they're right in there. She's got a little bow. And I put it, and I stamped a little bow right down here around her neck. And this sun, and then it's back to Forever Love. So this is full of goodness. That's one. And then on the front, I had this little bird image just because I thought it needed a little something tucked under that wrap. Okay, so then we have this one. Now, I thought I had this sold, but apparently I did not. So, hi, Joy. So this one actually ties. And this is the front, and it has a butterfly on a stack with a little brad against it, lace, and a couple of jewels on it. And when you open it up, it has a lace butterfly and a pretty spot down here at the bottom, a pretty cluster. And then we have a little bit of bling on the top of the bird cage that is part of the paper image. And this is this paper has been covered with shimmer mist, so it does have some shine and shimmer to it. And then I laced the inside, and I got this one done with some bling and a little red tiny bow, and then a vine climbing up that. And then on this side, we have the two cages, and again, it's decorated. And then this one, I just left like it was. I just thought it was pretty shining through. So, and you can see how the lace comes in. And then we have the pockets, and we have this little image. And then one behind it. And they are both vintage paper. Not vintage paper, but vintage looking paper. And then on this one, we have a ballerina show. And this one is another piece of ephemera that actually has, I believe this was an attorney's like address on it. And so that's in those pockets. And there are pockets on the side. And on those, we have a couple more of these pages like this, which are really pretty. And this says, whisper ever so gently. And that goes in that pocket. And it has, of course, my heart, which I always put on my books. You know that. So this one was for sale, and I did put my heart on it. And then here on this side, we have 3 more little small images. And this one says, paradise is just being with you or around you. So that goes on it, and it has a little key on that side. So that's my vintage one, or my shabby chic one. And then it ties with some netting. And I wrap it around. Whoops, and I almost forgot that because it does want to open up, and then I tie it. And I'm tying it to the back right now, but that's okay. And then from there we have this one. And it is just a little bit steampunk. I'm not real good at steampunk, but I liked doing this. I had fun with it, and I had the paper. So I sell these for $7 a piece. So, you know, I really like this one. I like the way it turned out. And inside this pocket, we have a piece of wallpaper that is writing. But look what a neat the script is on that. And I know that doesn't sound like much, but I love that piece of paper. So, up, and I've got it upside down. Let's turn it back over. And in this tag, we've got a heart tag in this spot. I didn't have a lot of stuff like this to put inside, but I did have some keys that I stamped, and this one. And on the inside, of course, the tag tassel hangs here. I did stamp some keys on each of these images, and I made this little tag here. I made a corset across here, and that piece of paper right here will fit right down in there, and you can see the keys through the through the back of it. And then, of course, there is the all-important clock on the back side. Then on this side, there is a picture frame that you can actually put a picture in. This will come off, and you can put a picture in it. And it has the Eiffel Tower on the front. And then I just had a tuck right here for that card. And then you have your camera, your balloons, Yes, I like the corset lacing. And here in here, I made a tag that I did the keys on. So, and shabbied that down a little bit. And I believe there's something else in there. No, that was under my tuck. So there's that one. And you stay under that tuck, dadgummit. And then here we have the typewriter keys. And there I stamped an image, and we have the balloons. So in this pocket, I showed you that one. That was the heart with the key on it. So that's what's in those. There's another piece down in there that I missed. This one here. And I think that's the attorney card. So anyway, that's that's that one. And I just close it with a little Tim Holtz clip with a tag on it. And I just knotted the tag. So anyway, that one. And then, of course, girls, we have the calendars. That is a 6-week calendar. We have the 3 pockets that we made. And we have, this is going to be a winner's choice. And then we have, not full, not as full as they are anyway. We have the 2 pockets here. And I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to say this pocket. This pocket right here. So I'm going to write a number down from 1 to 30. And you all can pick a number, and we'll give one of these away. Okay. And go. Thank you, Tammy. Sherry. Okay, Sherry. Sherry hit the number. It was 25. So Sherry has it at 25. So Sherry, out of all 3 of those, what would you like to have, honey? All these selections. I put a lot up here. You can have your choice. Yes, Sherry. Awesome. Hi, Patricia. Oh, I didn't see you there, and you just had that blue wrench all this whole time. How am I missing that? Because I've been busy today. Believe it or not, I've been busy. Well, we're going to do these drawings again, girls. I'm going to have a whole mess of stuff here. If I don't get to, I might as well let you all enjoy it a little bit too. And I didn't throw in the napkin because it is not dry yet. As you can see, it's still sticking to the plastic. The last one I showed was the pocket. Is this what you want? You want this pocket right here? Sherry, this is the last one. Are you talking about on these? This was the last thing I showed. I think this was the last one. I'm pretty sure it is. As I showed this first, this second, this third, this one. Okay. This is Sherry's. So Sherry, you got to send me your address again. I think I have it. Don't I have it in my messages? I think I do. Yes, I thought it was, but she was talking about these. So, okay, and I thought maybe she might be. So this goes to Sherry. And girls, I've had a wonderful day with you all. I've enjoyed even singing, believe it or not. And I have enjoyed even, this, even though I got it too hot. And I kind of messed it up. Everything I touched today, I kind of messed up. It was one of those days. This is totally made wrong, but what I'm saying is don't throw away your mistakes. You can still make them work. It doesn't matter in what order those are read. You can just make it work. And you can even turn all of that to the inside and put a pocket on the outside and have this image on this side. So don't throw them away. Don't say, oh, that's wrong. Who cares? It's pretty. And that's all that matters. So, you just don't let it floor you. Don't let it throw you. Don't. And if you have to step away for a minute, if it's bad enough, like it was with my journal, that I had the meltdown on. Now, I did have a meltdown on that, and I'm not going to tell you that all mistakes are easy to take, because when you're making something, it does go bad. But take a moment, take a break, take a moment, think about how you can fix it, and then come back and do it, and go from there. It can be fixed, whether it's covered up or whether it's took out and started on inside again. If you make a mistake on the cover, cover it up. Cover it up. Put a flower on it. Put a butterfly on it. Put some lace across it. You can cover up mistakes, and no one has to know except yourself. And only you know if you tell them. I'm here to tell you. I'm here to tell you. And just go from there. Just go from there and have fun with them. Because whoever gets this, these are not made exactly right. They're not made the best in the world. But whoever gets this, I hope they enjoy it. And that's all that matters, is if they get some enjoyment out of it. There's right here, my paper is tore a little bit, and I'm going to show you this, Sherry. See this? It's tore a little bit, honey. When you get that, smooth that back down with a little glue. Here, I'll put a little on it right now. But this paper is hard cardstock, and so it doesn't like to bend in those seams. And that happens. So you just glue it back down and you just go on. And Sherry, you've got a little glued spot on there. And if it comes loose again, honey, glue it back for me, or use a marker on it. Use a black marker on it. It covers up a lot. So I love you all. And I've had a wonderful day. And Melissa, I'm sorry I missed you last night. Honey, I meant to be there, but I worked up here all day and all night last night, going through my papers and cutting up images and throwing away scraps. I'm telling you that I just had them surrounding me, and I was just feeling like I was going to be in a crafting avalanche. And so anyway, that's what I did last night. Love you all. I'm going to go down and feed Tom, give us our medicine, and we're going to enjoy the rest of the day. If I think of something that I might could do to make this right, I may come back on for a little while. Who knows? Love you, Melissa, honey. I love you, sis. Gloria, thank you. Thank you for coming, and I always enjoy seeing you here. Gail, you know I love you. And Laura, you too, honey. Cheryl, I love you, babe. You have a good day. You're sweet. I love you to death. And I'm going to see if I can get my iPad to working. I'm saying bye to everybody. I know, kisses and hugs. Tammy, thank you for coming. I've enjoyed you, honey. And mwah, to you all. And it's just been a wonderful time. A wonderful time. Okay, now I am out. Bye-bye.